As we enter into a divided and precarious new reality, every one of us is faced with a choice. Do as most people do and flounder, or separate yourself from the pack. The scientific daily routine is one way to become the top 1%. All great men have an unbreakable morning routine. Ask yourself, how do I want this day to go? How do I want to feel today? How do I want to treat others? How you start your day is usually how you're going to live your day. If you start it believing it's going to be a great day, chances are it will be. If you start your day with the intention you are going to be happy today, no matter what happens, chances are you will be happy, no matter what happens. If you would like to change your life for the better, start by changing your routine. Take a look at the things you do each day and the routine you've fallen into and analyze where it can be improved. Are there things that you are wasting your time on each day? Are there things such as exercise or reading that you could add to your routine to make you more productive and accelerate your personal growth? Asking these types of questions will help you create a routine for yourself that can fuel your forward progress. Whatever routine you decide to develop, be sure to stick to it. It takes a while for a new routine to become a habit and start feeling like the new normal, so don't lose motivation if the new routine you adopt doesn't feel natural at first. In time, your new, more productive routine will become a normal part of your daily life, and you are sure to reap the benefits once it does. Today, we unfold the powerful scientific daily routine every man should do. So let's get started. Step 1. Waking up early. Those who have the discipline to wake up early have better mental health output. This means you will be more positive, you will be more optimistic and more satisfied with your life, and you also add more time to your life. To put this into perspective, say you wake up at 8 in the morning and I wake up at 5, which means every day I have an extra 3 hours. In a year, that's 1096 hours, a total of 36 extra days just by waking up earlier. Finding the motivation to get out of bed early can be hard. We all love the warm comforts of a cozy bed and crave just an extra 10 minutes of sleep. To help encourage yourself out of bed early, maintain a to-do list or set a goal for the morning, the night before. If you're often swamped with an overwhelming task list, the morning can be a great time to get those tasks done, especially if you're also juggling a full-time job. You may have a few small tasks that you could spend an hour doing, or get started on a bigger to-do list that might span over a few days. You need a calculated, strategic approach to your mornings. A morning routine that challenges you, strengthens you, and pushes you to be better than you were the day before. If you manage to check off your early morning to-do tasks early, you'll empower yourself to have a lot more focus on the remaining tasks of the day. Step 2. Fasting. A hungry animal is a dangerous animal because it is more instinctual and has sharper senses. The same is true of people. Hunger is a superpower, but we don't use it in the modern world. In fact, most people do the exact opposite. They eat a lot before they even get anything done. Someone once said, "A full belly is the mother of all evil." I don't know if it's the root of all evil, but I do know that a full stomach always makes the same thing happen. Laziness and bad work. I tell all men to go without food until they have earned it. This may sound crazy if you're used to being a spoiled brat, but if you want to get to the top, you have to use hunger as a weapon. So use your hunger to get things done. At least do something important before you eat. This could mean that you read a book and do some push-ups before you eat. Or it could mean that you work for 2 hours straight and go to the gym before you break your fast. When you only drink water and use your hunger to get things done, you will be surprised by how strong hunger really is. And think about how much more efficient and effective you are when your body isn't busy digesting food. Step 3. Taking cold showers. Imagine starting your day with a jolt of icy water cascading down your body. Sounds invigorating, right? Or perhaps slightly terrifying. Most great men start their day with a cold shower. It becomes an integral part of their morning routine. Cold showers are not only guaranteed to wake you up, but they also have numerous health benefits. They improve your circulation, boost your mood, increase alertness, and even help to build resilience. When you conquer the discomfort of a cold shower first thing in the morning, everything else in your day can seem a bit more manageable. Step 4. Work on yourself every day. So many people want to know how to get from what they call an impossible situation to a place where they can be successful. They want to know what their mission is. They say they can't concentrate on work or school, that they always put things off, and that everyone in their family doesn't believe in them. But most of these people have a problem with that. No matter what reaction they get, they can't wait to come up with a reason why they can't do it. They are so good at making excuses that every answer they come up with comes with a problem. They are so used to making excuses that no matter what plan you give, there will always be a but at the end. They have a "this is why I can't" attitude their whole lives. What these people want is the magic wand, and they have an excuse ready if they don't get it. When you grow as a person and your mind develops, you'll realize that other people's thoughts don't matter. Use your results to get rid of them. You can't concentrate? Do you procrastinate? Work on yourself. If you're not committed to doing that every day, no one can help you. If you are, no one can stop you. Step 5. Plan your week. Have goals. Great, powerful men are highly effective. They plan their week in advance. They get their work done with proper planning. They have no time for procrastination and mediocrity. Each morning you can look at your plan, and if some last-minute appointments have cropped up, you can just move some things around. This way, you know the things that need to get done are going to get done because you've blocked off the time to do them. That way, you outsmart and outplay your rivals and you crush your enemies. Setting goals may seem more like a big-picture adjustment to your life than it is a daily habit that you can adopt, and in some cases, this is true. Many goals take a long time to accomplish, and some goals that you set for yourself may be years in the making rather than something you do daily. Adopting a goal-setting mindset goes beyond setting major goals for yourself that will take years to accomplish. It also means setting weekly and even daily goals that can be reached in a much shorter time frame. Step 6. Take on your most challenging task first. Mark Twain once said, "Eat a live frog first thing in the morning, and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." Challenges make you strong and influential. Start each day by doing the hardest or most unpleasant thing on your list. Doing the hardest thing on your list first thing in the morning can help you in a lot of ways. I know it's tough, but as humans, we need to be relentless. For one thing, if you start the day by doing the thing you hate the most, you can get rid of a big source of stress right away. You can then tackle the rest of your to-do list knowing that the worst is already done. Starting with the hardest job also lets you do it when you are most rested and alert, instead of waiting until the end of the day when you are tired and worn out. Lastly, doing the thing you hate doing the most first thing every day gives you a big sense of success that can make you feel better for the rest of the day. Having the desire to start each day by eating a frog, so to speak, is easier said than done, especially if you tend to put things off. In the end, though, the benefits of getting this most difficult job done as soon as possible every day are too great to ignore. Step 7. Try to find out your why. In a world that can drag us from professional commitments to social gatherings, carving out time for ourselves can be difficult. Having a reason for living is the only way to live a worthwhile and successful life. At times, you may feel like you have too many things to do every day and don't know your why or why you're doing them. But once you find your why, all the hard work will seem a lot less difficult. Weak men will try to avoid that mindset of reality, but great men remain the most unsettling and ambitious. And sometimes, trying to figure out what your life is all about can take a long time. But just because you have a why for the things you do every day doesn't mean you have everything figured out and know exactly what you were put on this earth to do. Instead, it just means that you are working hard because you want to, not just because you have to or because you want to get paid. Every day, before you start the work you have to do, take a few minutes to think about why you are doing it. What short-term and long-term goals do you want to move closer to with the work you do? What parts of your life are you working to improve? And how are the steps you're taking getting you closer to the life you want? When you think about questions like these every day, it can help you see the work you have to do in a new way and give you a boost of energy. Or on the other hand, focusing on your why might make you understand that you don't have one yet and lead you to change your goals and priorities so that you do. In either case, people who try to figure out their why will end up better off. Step 8. Learn something new every day. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "The mind, once stretched by a new idea, never returns to its original dimensions." Learning expands our horizons. Listen up. Whether you make reading a daily habit or want to learn a new skill, you need to challenge your brain daily. Many of us might get stressed at work, but not challenged. Find something in your free time in your daily routine that interests you, but also requires some effort. Learning is the #1 method against aging. Even though you're probably not thinking about this yet, some parts of the brain already start declining in our 20s. Challenging your brain daily, limiting TV time, and doing exercise will slow this down. As you're reading this, you shouldn't be too worried. You're slightly challenging your brain, and you should not be watching TV. Reading is by far the best way to learn something besides getting hands-on experience. It helps you learn new words and sharpens your thoughts. Reading also makes men creative, lets them see things from different angles, and teaches them more about the world. Contrary to conversations or classes where you need to keep up with peers, you'll have time to let ideas sink in. Use that time to reflect and come up with your conclusions and solutions. Another great video that you must see as soon as possible is how to actually improve your attractiveness as a man. Do not click elsewhere because you will miss valuable knowledge that I'm giving to you for free.